Yo, so this is kind of a weird intro to this whole thing, to my channel, let's say, but this is day one of building my AI agency from 0 to 10K a month. And yeah, without further ado, let the journey begin. Currently, it's Wednesday, 22nd of October, or let's say 21st of October, because it's 3 a.m. Been working for quite a long time today. Done a lot of things. The proper documentation, I guess, will begin tomorrow, because today, I can tell you at least what I did today. Created the agency email, set up some, created the offer, wrote that out in Notion, finalized the name of the agency, created the logo, just, something super quick, call it Bright Air Solutions, because my name is Dan Bright, get it. Set up my personal brand account, which I'm going to be documenting this whole process on, and the agency account, which you can see in my bio if you want to check it out. And yeah, actually I haven't finished setting that up because I need to create still the highlights and the highlights. That's pretty much it, and then start posting. Then I created the Calendly link for sales calls, sales appointments, which will be booked hopefully soon. And then I created a form for the businesses to apply for demos of the AI receptionists that we're going to be selling. They can basically apply for a free demo. I create a 30-second video of showcasing the AI receptionist, what it does, just, tailor it to their business and send it over in hopes that they will like it and book a call to talk further about the implementation into their business. So that link goes into the agency Instagram account bio, not into my personal brand account. So that's all the stuff for today. I spent a lot of time actually learning all of this stuff, creating the plan for all of this, just figuring things out. And today started taking action. This was a few hours of work. Tomorrow should be a good day. Tomorrow we'll make a lot of progress, and the goal is to start, let's say, selling, just basically launch the whole agency on, now it's Wednesday, or technically Tuesday. So the goal is to launch either tomorrow or on Thursday at the latest. So yeah, I'll keep myself accountable by actually saying this on camera. All right, anyways, see you tomorrow. Yo, okay, so day 2 of building the agency. It's just the morning, woke up, got down, spent some time with God, got down, now making my breakfast. And the plan for today is, I actually don't know what the plan for today is, but I just got a long ass to-do list, which I've got to finish everything from, all of the items from. So yeah, it's going to be the main priority for today. Hopefully we manage to do everything. I mean, right now we're in this stage pretty much of setting up the agency, really. Just setting up all of the basics, just the basic functional parts of the system. And depending on how fast I can manage it, hopefully, if I can manage it today, then towards the night or at night, could start maybe record the first video, content for the agency Instagram. Probably not going to be cold calling at fucking 2 in the morning. But definitely tomorrow, I'm going to start cold calling. Just going to use the lead scraper, find the lead, start cold calling. Yeah, just kickstart the whole process, hopefully. Why do I keep saying hopefully? I mean, hopefully, bro. Hope. You got to put the actions behind the hope. So, yeah, of course, you got to have hope, but can't rely just on that. So it's going to be up to me. One thing that recently, honestly, I've been thinking about luck recently a lot. A lot of people, let's say in my close proximity, talk about luck. Oh, he got lucky, or I'm lucky, unlucky, or oh, he's lucky, these types of things. And it honestly just pisses me off. Really, it makes me angry, to be honest. Not in a angry way, but it just, I don't like it, because luck feels like you just put your failures, your unsuccesses, things which didn't work out well in your favor the way you wanted to, you just blame it on something which you can't control. That's basically the whole thing in my head about luck. Something doesn't work out and you blame it on something you can't control. So you're basically just completely washing your hands off it, and you're like, I can't do anything about it. That's just how it is. It's lost. So I literally just sat down and I started writing my thoughts about it. And I wrote down all of the things, let's say, which didn't work out for people in my close proximity or even for me and stuff like that. And it all comes down to your actions. That's all I can boil it down to, your actions. You are responsible for every single thing you've got. Where you are, who you are, what situation you're in, no one else. Not luck, not your neighbors, not your parents, no, you. Ultimately, everyone has got the choice to do whatever they want. Whatever they want. Therefore, wherever you are right now, that's the actions you chose to take. You know, yeah, you may say about some situations, like if somebody's really in like some deep shit, which it's not their fault. Like, I don't know, I can't think of a situation right now. Let's say maybe if a person goes homeless because of some, you know, shit with their job, or, you know, their family split up, or I don't know, stuff like that, then yeah, it sucks, it's shit, bro. It, like, literally, I'm sorry. But still, if you go homeless in that situation, yes, maybe it's not your fault directly, but it's definitely your fault if you stay there. It's definitely your fault if you stay there, because if you're in such shit, you don't do anything about it. Nobody deserves to be homeless. That's not the right thing to say. But you get what I mean. Like, you can't just wash your hands of everything and say, oh, it was luck. I can't do anything about it. You gotta take control, you gotta take responsibility, and even in your mind, you have to realize yourself. And you might even be able to backtrack, like in that homeless situation, even if that person became homeless by, let's say, not their fault, then if they really think about it, then they might be able to backtrack, like, oh shit, maybe it was because I did that, maybe it was because I stayed in that situation, I felt like it was coming that way, or something was wrong, and I didn't do anything about it, and that's why I ended up here. All of these, like, philosophical thinking rants of me that you're probably gonna hear quite a lot of in these next days, or, you know, this whole documentation process, take it with a pinch of salt, because after all, I'm 19 years old, okay? I know shit about the world, and I know that. All I'm doing is creating my own opinions based on my perspective and based on my limited experience. So some of it may be right, some of it may be completely fucking wrong. I might look back at this in a few years and think like, damn, come on. Come on. Yeah, so take it with a pinch of salt. Hope you find some value in it. Maybe it might help some of you think of some of your own philosophy, some of your own views on things. Anyways, now I'm going to finish my breakfast, you know, then I'm going to work on my job for a bit, part-time job, and then I'm going to work on the agency. Alright, so I wanted to just super quickly show you what I actually do as my part-time job. I'm basically a copywriter, you know, for like a Czech news media channel. Alright, so let's get to work now. As I said, I've got a long-ass to-do list to do. Yeah, I've got a few things. I've already done a few things today, but anyways, gonna grind out as much of this as possible right now, then later hit the gym, and yeah, then continue grinding probably till the morning, similar time as yesterday. Alright, so I want to just finish up on a few things, just a few minutes, and then we're gonna hit the gym.
I just need money and vibes, don't need none of that toxic shit. My social battery gone, I gotta stay out the mix. I'm tryna be so rich, I put that out in lit. Call you and say where you at, already know what time it is. What to win, I turn my back. So many man get scammed for life, so when I'm outside, don't know, I don't lack. Ain't gonna lie, I watch the dime, but I hit them hoes too, though I admit. Me and this bread get along too well when I put in this fit, I feel like him. You want my attention bad, but I ain't the guy that I was before. I heard them stories about you, there's no way I'm hitting it raw. You don't wanna get misled, you wanna feel secure. Can't even lie, you're cool when you wanted to fuck, though I weren't too sure. I just need money and vibes, don't need none of that toxic shit. My social battery gone, I gotta stay out the mix. I'm tryna be so rich, I put that out in lit. Call you and say where you at, already know what time it is. I don't wanna be in the mix.
Alright guys, I actually forgot to film the me getting back to work and what I'm actually planning to do. By the way, sorry for my hair, I mean it's 4 in the morning right now, so I'm a little bit woozy. But anyway, what I actually got done. So I managed to set up my TikTok personal brand and agency account. Then I was researching and attempting to set up like a US phone number so I can be cold calling to the US, like here from the Czech Republic. And yeah, I had some issues with this. And yeah, basically there were some issues like with the purchase of the virtual phone number don't know what it is. It's been forwarded to like their support team. Yeah, so hoping they'll reply tomorrow. If not, then I don't know, I have to figure something out, because I really would like to start cold calling tomorrow at the latest on Friday. Today is Wednesday. Then I set up my email and SMS flows in Calendly. So like when somebody books in a call, then they're basically put into like a flow of emails and SMSs to get them to actually go onto the call and to like pre-qualify them, educate them, etc, etc. Then I managed to secure the lead scraper. It's called clay.com. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting the owners of certain businesses and their phone numbers and like partners and etc. So yeah, this is my lead scraper. Then I managed to edit the videos from yesterday, which this is the day one of starting an AI agency for Instagram, the content. On Instagram, I'm actually documenting this day by day, posting every single day. So if you want to see like the daily progression of things, then yeah, follow me there. It's going to be linked somewhere in the description probably. And then also I managed to film like some more content for my personal brand, you know, some gym content. Because, you know, as you've already probably seen in this video, like literally minutes ago, the gym, yeah, it's a big part of my life. Unfortunately now, actually, I had to cut down like, I think 1 workout a week, because just simply starting a business, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, and sometimes you have to sacrifice in places where you don't want to sacrifice. I mean, that's what sacrifice is really, isn't it? And yeah, so yeah, filmed that stuff. Now I'm tired, but I'm grateful. Very grateful. You know, you always have to be grateful, because if you're not grateful, you're not going to get more. You know, even if you have a shit day, yeah. Just find one thing, one positive thing that you're grateful about, and thank God for it. If you do that, you know, tomorrow can be a better day, always. And just to prove to you guys, yes, it really is 4:22 a.m. currently. It's already like Wednesday, but Thursday. So yeah, I'm definitely calling it a day now. Yo, so it's day 3 of building an AI agency from scratch. Yesterday, we finished up at about 4 a.m., which was pretty good. We got things done at least, you know, it's good stuff. And today, as I said, it might spill over, like the foundations, the setting up of the foundations of the agency might spill into today, and it did. So today we need to finish that. You know, I need to record like a thank you page for post call booked video, like describing the issue more, you know, nurturing the lead more. And I need to set up the virtual phone number so I can start cold calling tomorrow. Yeah, there's been some issues with that, so I need to figure that thing out. And then we get to recording content. Yeah, gonna be recording first content for the agency, and then I need to edit like the day 2 of the agency building videos from yesterday and continue filming the stuff for today. You know, it's juggling quite a lot of pieces of the puzzle currently, but yeah, that's what it's about. Just gotta do it. Today no gym, so got more time. And by the way, when I was saying yesterday I'm going to the gym, then it's like literally the room right next to me. Like I just don't go to the gym, like to another place. I don't have the need to, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't have the time to, and I don't have the need to. I mean, I've got all I need. I've got 2 dumbbells and a barbell and some weights. You know, what more do you need really? Anyways, gonna get to the work right now. We'll let you know some progress during the day, I guess. I don't know, I'm just kind of winging this. I don't have any real plan of like what I'm going to be filming or what I'm going to be saying or whatnot. Just pick up the camera and speak my thoughts.
All the girls that's here for the truth, come put both hands on the DJ booth, then wind your waist to the big man sound, and I get too stiff cause I think too round, good God.
Yo, so one update, a little bit of success. I've been for days looking for a virtual phone number provider, as I said, in the US. And I wanted to get one, I'm not going to name them, but they've got some error, like literally, which people are saying has not been fixed for a year for like certain countries or whatever. When they try to purchase, there's some fucking error or whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's like everyone is offering a US phone number, but nobody's offering a US phone number to EU residents. Yeah, so I've been looking for a virtual phone number provider which will offer me a US phone number as a US resident, just in a simple way. I don't need like fucking all these business dashboards integrated with all these different other fucking things I don't need. I just wanted to find something simple, and I think right now I managed to find it. They're called these dudes. And so yeah, for cold calling, I mean, for any of you guys who may be starting your own AI agency, I'll let you know along the way, like how it's working, if it's good, if it's reliable or whatnot. But yeah, there's definitely a stress relief because, I mean, cold calling is from the beginning probably about 50% of like my strategy. of client acquisition. So yeah, it's gonna definitely be a good one if it works. All right, so just finished up on today's work. It's literally 4 a.m. right now. I'm not joking. You can see it here. This is not faked. And yeah, today was overall a pretty productive day. I managed to finally set up the virtual phone number, the US phone number. Managed to get that in the end with a completely different provider. I'll let you know how it goes for you guys who are also starting an agency looking for cold calling service. Then I finalized the name of our AI growth system that we created. I think I settled on the name Anna. I don't know, it's just nice. It's just a beautiful name. Did some reverse maths on like how much outreach I actually need to do to hit 10K. Because like, you know, we've all heard big people like Alex Hormozy. Well, that's the only guy I can think of right now. Who said like, if you've got a goal, reverse engineer it. You know, just reverse engineer the steps, and that's one of the easiest ways how to actually figure out what it takes, and then look at it and think to yourself, are you willing to take those steps? If you are willing to take those steps, take them and you'll get there. Then finally started posting, documenting the whole process. Posted day 1 today of building the AI agency on Instagram. Edited and scheduled day 2 for tomorrow or today. Gosh, staying up so late is confusing. Then I actually filmed the first reel for the agency content, showcasing our AI receptionist. It took me a little bit of time because like I needed to figure out the format of the content and all that stuff, then the editing flow and stuff like that. You know, for now it's gonna take like half the time. It took me like a good couple of hours to do that because it was the first time, right? So yeah, did that. I'm grateful about that. I actually filmed 2 videos, but I managed to edit only 1. Then I set up the ManyChat for actually my personal brand profile because I decided I'm actually going to post some of the AI receptionist content on my personal profile too. Because I mean, why not? Why spread myself thin, right? You're just gonna kind of a little bit be figuring it out along the way. We'll figure it out somehow. Just test what works and ditch what doesn't, double down on what does. Honestly, I'm sure I'm forgetting about something that I did because there's like a lot of like small miscellaneous stuff around all around the place, like thinking already about like creating a commission-based cold calling VA team like in a month hopefully. And yeah, just some miscellaneous stuff which I didn't really write down as like in the to-do list, but you know, they just came up and so I did them. Yeah, okay, so update for day 4. This might be a little bit of a unexpected edit, but it's already 1 a.m. of the next day. I'm gonna be completely honest, today didn't go exactly as planned. I had a lot planned for today, like a lot of tactical things, like operational things to do. Yeah, I managed to post like the daily documentation post on Instagram, and to be honest, I really haven't filmed anything more or less of any documentation today because simply I hate this sentence, but kind of life got in the way. Let's say it that way. But still, I managed to get done some edits of some videos and whatnot. But mainly, I got into a little bit of a thinking episode where I was basically considering my whole plan, actually, my whole design of, let's say, my content strategy, of my client acquisition strategy, of just my whole vision for the agency, of how I'm going to be operating my personal brand and balancing it with the agency. The conclusion isn't finished yet of it. Right now it's still 1 a.m. so I've got still some time. I'm going to still work on it, and hopefully before I go to sleep I'll come to you with a updates of some sort of conclusion and tell you what I'm actually thinking, what is this whole thing about. But yeah, just to sum it up, today didn't go exactly as expected. I mean, honestly, it's not necessarily wrong because sometimes the most unexpected turns, the unexpected things lead to the biggest outcomes, to the best outcomes. But you know, like, what can you do when things go to shit? You're gonna sit here and piss and moan about it, or you're gonna just think, all right, well, what's the best thing I can do right now? What's like, how can I get the most out of this for me to come out on top, for it to be advantageous to me? How can I win in this situation? And you can't win in all situations. You just can't. You just gotta take the L, wake up the next day and go for the W. That's it. Anyway, I know this is probably quite brief, you know, it's not exactly a very concrete progress thing for today, but hopefully in a few hours I'll get back to you with some more concrete stuff and some more concrete progress for today. Alright, so last update before I sign off for today. I set myself a clear goal and wrote it down to see it every single day by 31st of October. Currently it's the 25th. First client. Get the first client in by the 31st of October. Let's get it. So yeah, not gonna let one messy day mess things up. Just gonna go to sleep now, wake up and get back to it. All right, so it's day 5, the next day. Definitely feeling a lot better than last night. I was like, yeah, super tired yesterday. Yesterday was a little bit of a bluff, or how to say it, but today we're back. The plan for today is clear. So first I've got to figure out the content strategy before anything, the stuff I told you about yesterday. Then we got to edit day 3, it's day 5 right now. Post day 3, cold call. Actually, about the cold calling, I'm not sure because it's the weekend, so I don't know, we'll see about that. And then find receptionist job listings to contact, maybe on LinkedIn. I don't know, it will all tie back to the content strategy, whatever I figure out now. Yeah, the plan is clear. I would like to film also a lot of content today, like receptionist videos, and post them, and yeah, just keep the ball rolling. So I'm gonna let you know. Si te quieres divertir, con encanto y con primor, solo tienes... Yo, what's up? So update later. Done some good work today. Made really good progress on actually creating a completely clear plan on how to go about my whole client acquisition strategy and my whole social media strategy. Because to be honest, I've been a little bit confused for the past few days in the sense of like, I've got my personal brand and then I've got the agency side of things. With my personal brand, I'm documenting the whole process, like right here, of building the agency. And then on the agency side, I should be like showcasing the AI receptionists, trying to sell it to businesses. Like basically, my personal brand is B2C. Of course, I'm not selling you guys anything, but it's like B2C. And my agency profile should be like B2B, business to business, right? So I was a little bit confused how to go about that whole thing, because also I don't want to spread myself too thin. Like building 2 different pages is twice as much work, right? So I was thinking, why not consolidate it into one? But then again, if I'm mixing B2C content with B2B content on one profile, then like, how would you guys view it? Like, how would you guys see it? Like, you know, some people might be confused by it. So that was just a bit of a bottleneck in this whole process for me. So I just really took a few hours to sit down, figure out all of my options, of course, using the trusty bro ChatGPT. I would say I'm 95% sure I figured it out. So basically for now, I'm going to be running everything only on my personal brand account. And it's going to be all in 3 boxes: the content documenting B2C, which we're watching right now, AI receptionist, showcasing those. And then, of course, a part of me is fitness, you know, mindset, motivation, and whatnot. But just, I wanted to showcase myself as a person, who I am, fully. Like, I don't want to be leaving any stuff out. Like, the whole reason why I'm fucking documenting this is to be authentic, to show you guys really what it is like building an AI agency from scratch, building a business from scratch, no matter what. Like, this isn't only about an AI agency. Like, this applies to pretty much anything entrepreneurial, what the fuck ever, doesn't matter. This applies to anything that you ever try to do in your life, which is something more than just going to a fucking 9 to 5. Nothing against 9 to 5ers, nothing against, like, the backbone of society. Just saying, you know, this channel is primarily for people who are trying to achieve something more from life. So you guys get me. Yeah, so altogether, I'm going to be showcasing my personal brand, documentation, B2B content, and, you know, the part of me, which is, let's say, the personal part of me, who I am, fitness-wise, mentally, philosophically, because, yeah, you've probably noticed that in these YouTube videos, I've got a lot of philosophical rants. I don't know, I'm just quite a philosophical person. Just been born that way, I guess. But I love it, so yeah, it helps. But also, okay, another philosophical thought, guys. Basically, when you're, let's say, blessed with this type of mind, which keeps thinking deeply about things, which keeps thinking about various different things, then you have to know how to tame it. You have to know how to control it, because if you don't, then you're fucked. You're just going to start overthinking everything and you'll never do anything, right? So that's something I have had to work very, very hard on, and still am working very, very hard on, to know how to control it. Because I know that if I know how to control it, then it's an extremely valuable gift. Also about the client acquisition strategy, I divided it into 3 main boxes, which is cold calling. This is going to be the main way for the first few clients. Then Instagram and TikTok organic. On YouTube, maybe I'll try shorts out also. This is basically, you know, you can read it, builds long-term trust for longevity, and eventually it will get a lot of inbound clients. Not straight away, it's a long-term game, you know what I mean? But Yeah, you just got to grind it out and it's going to be worth it. And then ads. Ads I'm planning to start as soon as I get my first 1, 2, max 3 clients and funnel some of the cash into ads, you know, set some proper budgets so I can actually, you know, test things out properly. Honestly, this is really what creates scale, but it works only when you have a strong personal brand. Without it, when a person, you know, when a business owner lands on your page and they see like nothing, then like, why would they buy from you? Like, why would they book a call with you? No reason. So yeah, that really pretty much sums up my client acquisition strategy right now. I really just had to write it down because sometimes when you know it, but until you write it down clearly and set your thoughts out clearly, then you don't know it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to self-actualize it and actually have it in front of your fucking face and read it. Then you really know what you are doing. You know, I really hope that these thoughts are making sense to you guys, because I don't know, maybe I just think way too deeply, way too much. But as I said, I'm just showcasing to you guys the thought process completely raw, completely authentically. So hopefully you guys can take something away from this and that it can maybe help you on your journey too. Yo guys, so it's day 6 of the AI agency. And today, again, got a long ass to-do list of things to do. I've actually already started doing some stuff today. I've edited the day 4 post. I've created a clear plan for the next week, which pretty much is like literally the same things every day, just cold calling, filming, and posting. That's literally it. But I mean, every single thing aligns with the main things I have to be focusing on, which is getting clients and growing my personal brand. That's it, literally. So right now I'm gonna post the gym video on my personal brand. Then I'm gonna edit the YouTube video probably. Then scrape leads for Monday through clay.com. I'm showing you guys that thing because I honestly don't know myself exactly how it's going to go, but I think it should go pretty well because clay.com is supposed to be a pretty blooming good lead scraper. Yeah, then I'm gonna film the 3 receptionist videos, B2C style. I've already got them scripted out. I've got actually I need to create one more demo agent. I've got already 1 demo agent created. I need to create the Miro board for the second post. I'll show you all that, guys, later, or you'll see it on my Instagram. Yeah, then one more thing, I need to film my thank you page video, because like when a person books in a call with me, like I cold call them, they want a demo, I send them the demo. With the demo, I send them like a calendar link, like if you want to talk about integrating this into your own business, you can book a call with me and we can talk about the blah blah blah. Basically, once they book a call with the calendar link, I need to set up my redirect page, like the thank you page. And through the thank you page video, I'm basically going to be preparing them for the call, helping them know exactly what they are going into. I'm going to be basically kind of pre-qualifying them with that video also. All right, so now go and post the gym video and then I'll update you a little bit later. Yo guys, so update for day 6. It's the end of the day 6 now. It's 2 a.m. on a Sunday. And to be honest, this was a pretty dang successful day. Got done, honestly, a lot of things. Literally, most of the things on my to-do list. I posted the gym video, edited day 4, posted day 4, edited the YouTube video. Actually, I'm still recording the end of the YouTube video now, so I'm technically going to finish editing it either now after I film this or tomorrow in the morning. Then I filmed 3 AI receptionist videos. I created a clear plan for next week, and I filmed my thank you page video. I literally finished filming that like 1 minute ago. But one thing that I didn't manage to do, to be honest, is to scrape the leads for tomorrow for cold calling, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do now. I'd rather just go to sleep, wake up early and get it done tomorrow, to be honest. So yeah, but it shouldn't take long. It should take like 5-10 minutes to do that. So I'm just going to do it before the tomorrow's cold calling session. Also, one thing, guys, one lesson that I would like to, let's say, share from my experience right now is to repurpose content to as many platforms as possible when you create it. Like when you create content, repurpose it to as many platforms as possible. Yesterday, I was like creating some sort of strategy or thinking about my strategy for Instagram and TikTok. And in the meantime, I just thought, oh, let me just throw those 3 posts on YouTube Shorts. Like I wasn't actually planning to do that. I just thought, let me just throw it on there. Since I have them, will take 2 minutes. So I did it. And as I was writing the post, as I was working on the strategy, yeah, then I just had the post uploading on the YouTube Shorts. And then I finished writing something on the strategy. I went back to the YouTube Shorts. I like refreshed the page on accident. And suddenly 2 of the videos had 250 views and the second one about 150, which bear in mind, that was like in 10 minutes. That was like in 10 minutes, and I felt like, man, like I just threw it on here. It took me 2 minutes and I generated an extra, well, now already one of the videos has got over 1,000 views and the others have got like 500 each. So let's say I generated an extra 2,000 views in like 2 minutes of uploading. It's just really worth repurposing content on as many platforms as possible. If you already have it, put it on as many platforms as you can, because you really don't know where it could work. But anyway, guys, to sum up this week, I would say it was a pretty successful week. It wasn't as successful as I wanted it to be honest. I would have wanted to start cold calling a lot earlier. Yeah, I would have wanted to start cold calling earlier this week, because that right now is my main way of getting clients. But also on the other hand, I think that maybe some things I set myself a little bit unrealistically short time frames to finish, and that kind of made me feel like I'm behind schedule, when in reality, let's say I was pretty well on schedule. And of course, the ideal thing would have been to like close one client in the first week of running the agency. But that's all good, because we set up all the operational foundations. We started building the personal brand, started building our content. We have a clear strategy for cold calls. We have a clear plan going into the next week, and pretty much everything is set up, everything is prepared, and everything is ready to crush the next week. So in my book, that's a win. And actually, it's not been a full week, it's been 6 days. This is day 6, but because it's Sunday, then I thought I'm gonna just cut it off here and start officially the second week from here. So the goal for next week is sign my first client and continue growing the personal brand. If I do those 2 things, I'll consider it a very successful week. Without further ado, let's crush it and have a good one. Bye.